up, Finesse family? Hopefully you guys are having a great day today. We're on the second try, but guess what? Second time's the best, guys. Once again, my name is Mrs. B Finesse of millennialfinessemindset.com, guys. And today what we are doing is we're going to talk about the education on what's going on in our nation today, guys, right? So it's Freestyle Finesse Friday, and these are topics and issues, items that you guys want to talk about, that you're asking me about. So we're going to get straight into that information, guys. Once again, hopefully you guys are having a great day today. It's Friday. Hopefully you guys are getting through with your work day soon. You guys are about to enjoy your weekend. So once again, if you're new to the channel, hello, bonjour, hola, como allez-vous? Hopefully you guys are having a great day today. If you are new, once again, my name is Mrs. B Finesse of millennialfinessemindset.com. And here, what we do, what I do specifically, is I use my background in psychology and criminal justice, and we talk about how to have a finesse mindset and a mindful mindset. And so let me make sure you guys can hear me. Hold on, let me do a mic check real quick. Good, we got that volume. And shout out to Peter the investor and everybody else that was in before. Had to redo once again the stream for the mic check, but anywho, let's get into it. So once again, we are the Finesse family here, and Finesse stands for faithfully innovating, inspiring, being naturally effective, and seeking success every day. That is my goal here. That is a mantra I live by, and hopefully that is something that helps inspire you guys to move forward, focus in life, and get those different short, long-term goals done, and have understanding. Also, mindful mindset, just being cognizant, aware of what is going on around you, and to have full understanding and not just one-sided attitude about things that are going on. So once again, shout out to you guys for rocking with me through the technical issues. And when things are good and bad, guys, thank you for all the super chats and the cash apps and buy me coffees. Those of you that join the channel because you really support what the cause is and what the vision is of this channel. Thank you guys for all the new channel members, and if you haven't joined, consider it, guys. It just helps with equipment and things that are needed for the channel, and everything that is given is always put right back into the channel to help the channel's vision and it grow, right? So once again, guys, thank you so much for that. Also, link is in the description, guys. Check out Blue and Green Hundreds, guys. They have all kind of items, new collections for men, women. They have bags and accessories for kids, guys. You know we're getting into the school season, so your kids are going to want new backpacks and things of that nature. So once again, try them out. Link is in the description. Blue and Green Hundreds, fashion accessories and apparel line. You guys will love those accessories and clothing there. So check them out, guys. So let's get started again. Once again, we're here, Freestyle Finesse Friday. Let's go, Finesse family. All right, family, let's get into this. So first thing that you guys had showed and sent to me, let me see if I can get this up real quick. Updates on, you guys remember I did a video on this, right? This WNBA star, Brittany Griner. Do you guys remember the conversation that we had in the discussion? It was back, when did I do that? Probably a couple months back, and I said, are they okay? That was the title of that stream. So if you want to check that out, you can go back in and watch that one. And we talked about her, right? And what happened is, guys, that she admitted now that she pleaded guilty to those drug charges. All right. So if you did not know, I'll kind of give you a little spiel on what happened before. Right when in the midst of C-19 and everything happening, a lot of people were leaving other countries to get back, obviously, to the U.S., right? And I believe she plays on a team, I believe in the Ukraine. She plays on a team in the Ukraine. And they were coming back, guys. And when she was going through the bag check, they checked her bags. And guys, put a one in the chat. Make sure you let me know if you can hear me well. And they checked the bags. And apparently she had a liquefied form of hash or cannabis, allegedly, right? So they've been holding her over there, seems like about a year now. They've been holding her over there for a long time, right? And to me, I believe it was just I just believe it was a political thing. Obviously, you have a United States American athlete, no matter who they are, they're going to try to hold them, right? So recently, guys, she pleads guilty to the drug charges, right? And this is a serious thing, guys. So this is serious because one thing, and it's so funny to me, people that haven't really traveled outside the United States and or been in other countries, I would say the naiveness of it. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button as you're coming in. Make sure you comment. You can comment while I am talking on the stream, anything that was interesting that you liked. And also very important and imperative, you guys go back, even during the stream, open up another stream, and comment on other videos that you've seen. Once again, it helps analytics on YouTube as channels are growing, especially newer channels, and I would much appreciate that. I always got to let you guys know that. Hit the like button and make sure you guys are commenting, right? So it's always intriguing to me that people do not think about this when they leave and go to other countries. They're so excited to go to another country, but they're not thinking about the freedoms that you get in America, the rights that you get to speak and say and do certain things are not the same in other countries. So you have to kind of guard yourself as you are going to other countries, and you need to learn the other countries' rules for the most part. Don't just go to other countries thinking that you're gonna get the same treatment as you do in America. And once again, she pleaded guilty, guys, and that's her. If you didn't know, that's her. She's a WNBA athlete, right? And it says Brittany Grineer pleaded guilty to drug charges as her trial continued in a Russian court on Thursday, admitting to bringing cannabis into the country, but saying she had packed in a hurry and did not intend to break the law. Obviously, but you guys know I tell you this all the time, my criminal justice background, ignorance of the law still does not give you the right to get out of some type of punishment, right? You have to know these laws when you're going into these different countries, right? And so once again, her ignorance to the law has got her caught up in this. Hey, Adrian, hopefully you're having a great day today. Thank you for being here. Once again, guys, shout out to those, gracias to those that have joined the new Finesse family channel. The new channel members, thank you guys for that. Also want to give you guys shouts outs to those of you that super chatted it before. I think Big Ben and a couple other people, thank you guys for that. I don't want to miss out on people that have supported the channel and do. Hey, Mr. Rucker, hopefully you're having a great day. He says, happy prenup Friday. As always, it's not Mr. Rucker unless he is proposing and letting us know about prenups. And hey, Big Ben, hopefully you're having a great day. Shout out to you. All right, so let's keep reading this. It says a Phoenix Mercury center and Olympic medalist could face up to 10 years in prison, guys. 10 years in prison if convicted. It says it was Griner's second court appearance since her trial begun in the earnest last Friday, basically. So her trial just started, guys. Let me see. Here we go. Her trial just started. And it says the judge had previously ordered her to be detained for the length of the trial, which her lawyer said could last up to 2 months and would likely involve several hearings by the prosecution before the defense gets its turn. Another hearing is scheduled for next Thursday. So she admitted to it, guys. Since Grineer was arrested February 17th, a week before Russia launched its full-scale invasion on the Ukraine, authorities at the airport allegedly found cannabis vape. So she had one of those vape things, guys. cartridges in her luggage. She was traveling there because she plays for, oh my bad, sorry. So she plays for a Russian team, not a Ukrainian team. She plays for a Russian team during the U.S. offseason, which many WNBA players do to supplement their income. All right. Prosecutors allege that prior to her trip, Grineer purchased 2 cartridges containing 0.25 grams and 45 grams of hashish oil for her personal use. And then it says last week's hearing featured testimony from 2 customs agents who were working at the airport when Griner's bags were inspected. So let's check this out. Let's see if the video shows up good. It says Brittany Grineer silence as she arrives to the courtroom for round 2 of trial on drug smuggling charges inside of Moscow. So let's see if this video works. Let's see. And this was on Twitter. Somebody posted this one. Wow, she is tall. Good grief, she's tall. All right. Then it says, after the prosecution wrapped this case, Grineer stood up and asked to make a statement. She entered her guilty plea and asked for more time to prepare for the testimony. Now, my question, Finesse fam, is would you guys try to fight this in another country, or would you just plead guilty, right? Because once again, I always try to let people know that, especially if you've never lived outside of the country or traveled, your main objective needs to be knowing the rules and the laws of the country you're going to. Don't get so jaded just because you're going to a tourist area, or you're going to a place where you believe a lot of people go. You still have to be cognizant of what's going on there and use a little bit of common sense. But I mean, even anybody traveling with any type of contraband, I think that's anywhere in the United States, and let me know, Finesse fam, if you know different, you're going to get stopped with contraband anywhere, guys. So I mean, it's more than likely that would happen. And my question too is, I'm wondering why she didn't maybe let her coaches know, or just somebody. So if in the light of this happening, maybe she had a prescription for this or something, then that could have been justified. But this is what she said, all right, before we get into the next topic. It says, when asked why she pled guilty today, oh, sorry, let me go up. It says, I would like, so let me get her picture so you guys can see who we're talking about. We're talking about her, all right? And I'm going to read to you guys what she said. So let me just open it in another screen so you guys can actually see her face. Once again, if you haven't, hit that thumbs up, guys. Make sure you're commenting and make sure you're sharing. All right, so here we go. All right, so good. You guys see her picture. Let me tell you guys what she said. So once again, she pled guilty. You guys, I talked about this lady approximately, I think it was early this year. Yeah, early this year. I think it's called How Are They? I think that was the stream that I named it. But anyway, she pleaded guilty, and this is what she said, guys, when she stood up in court. Let me get this up for you guys. All right. She said, I would like to plead guilty on the charges against me. She said, but I had no intention on breaking any Russian law. I was in a rush packing and the cartridges accidentally ended up in my bag. Now, how do we feel about that? She said she was in a rush packing and they accidentally ended up in her bag, right? Let's see. Hey, Wiley, hopefully you're having a great day. He says, salute Finesse fam. She paid the deed that she now, that she now agrees. And it's always funny to me how we don't realize as American how many rights we get, how much freedoms that we have. And then we so nonchalantly go to these other countries, and then when they catch you with different things, especially illicit things that you're not supposed to have, they're going to stick it to you. Obviously, because you're American, but let's see. Wiley says, how can you fight this? Exactly. I mean, they and guys, I hope it was on this NPR article that I'm on. I'm hoping it showed, because there was video and it showed her actually going through the check-in or whatever, and you were pulling it out of her bag. So Wiley says, how can you fight this? You know what would happen, yet you did it. And that's my thing. I could see if maybe this was, you took some fruit or something with you, or some type of food. You guys know you can't transport food between countries, right? They confiscate that in customs. But this is contraband, right? And I don't know how it is in other countries if they let you use it if you have a prescription, but you guys know a lot of places in the United States, if you have a prescription, you're fine, right? So this right here, this sounds something a teenager would say. She says, I would like to plead guilty on the charges against me, but I had no intention on breaking any Russian law. I was in a rush packing and the cartridges accidentally ended up in my bags. Come on now. Big Ben says there is no way she's getting acquitted here. Yeah, and I think, to be honest, I don't know if she has like a Russian lawyer that speaks English, or she has an English lawyer, American lawyer, whatever, that can practice there, or maybe knows somebody there that helped her. But yeah, right when the fact that she would try to fight it would question me. And to me, that would be her mindset, that she could get out of it. But they have it on you. They have it on video camera. I don't know how you could get out of that either. She says pleading guilty or no contest was the best. Yeah, because literally what they probably would have did allegedly is she would have had a horrible time sitting over there in jail trying to fight this. They would not have made that easy for her. And eventually, they might have just, interrogated so much that she would eventually just probably have to put her hands up. That's alleged, right? I'm just saying what I'm perceiving. Big Ben is like, yeah, you did it. And a lot of times we don't want to admit, like, when you do the crime, you're going to have to do the time. And even so, you guys know we talk about this all the time when we're talking about when people do stuff to you and forgiveness. Just because somebody forgives you does not mean that they're going to forget what you did to them. And they have all right to stay away from you, not talk to you, whatever it is, right? But there's always consequences to things. And don't think just because you didn't get your consequence instantly or it didn't happen that it's not coming. And that's the ignorance of, that mindset of being nonchalant or thinking that you can have your way whenever you want, right? Hey, OG, hopefully you're having a great day. She says, greetings and salutations, Finesse fam. Let's see. Wally says, how does that happen? Who else can possibly be in your room that would place it there? That's what I'm saying, Wally. That wasn't very thought out. Like that's what some teenager would say. This is why you must be clear of all things. And just even traveling, I don't know why anybody would pack their bags with that, or maybe she had it in her bag. I can't even assume and hypothesize why she would do what she did, because it doesn't make any sense to me, right? And also, guys, make sure there's a poll question. I want you guys to answer that, because in about 2 more articles, we're going to have this discussion about the Great Resignation. And basically what that is, you guys know what that is. We talk about it a lot. People leaving their jobs. So I got another report on this, and I kind of want to see what you guys feel. Would you guys just get up and quit if your job was so overwhelming and frustrating, or would you just stick with it? I want to know the consensus of my Finesse fam. But yeah, Wally, I'm not really sure why she even thought she was going to get away with it. So this is a big thing too with the administration here, right? It says the Biden administration, which in May officially declared Grineer to be wrongfully detained, believes that the regime of Russian President Putin ordered her arrest in order for her to use her as leverage. That's kind of what I was thinking. Through the Kremlin, though the Kremlin insists the case isn't politically motivated. It is what it is, but she broke one of their laws. So it's just tough. It has something to do with political issues, but it's one of their laws, guys. So right here it says the U.S. Assembly, Elizabeth Rock confirmed she delivered a letter from the President Biden to hashtag Brittany Grineer, the trial in Moscow today. My best guess from the inside the court, it played a role in Grineer's decision to make her guilty plea. Russia says no prisoners swap until their verdict. Can you guys hear them talking? Because I can't through my headphone. Let me see. Did you guys hear? Okay, cool. You guys do hear it. It just doesn't come through my mic. Okay, so that was her. She's so tall, guys. Look at this. I know she's mad too. Mad that she's still there and not back in America. Okay, and now this is what I just read. I had the other screen open, and this was her getting ready for that. Make sure you guys hit thumbs up. Make sure you're commenting too. That's the U.S. Assembly lady.
I am the chargé d'affaires. I'm the chargé d'affaires of the U.S. Embassy in Moscow. I'm here today along with our consular team to monitor closely the second day of the trial of U.S. citizen Brittany Griner. Again, I was able to speak with Ms. Griner in the courtroom. She said that she is eating well, she's able to read books, and under the circumstances, she is doing well. Most important, I was able to share with Ms. Griner a letter from President Biden, and Ms. Griner was able to read that letter. I would like again to emphasize the commitment of the United States government at the very highest levels to bring home safely Ms. Griner and all U.S. citizens wrongfully detained, as well as the commitment of the U.S. Embassy in Moscow to care for and protect the interests of all U.S. citizens detained or imprisoned in Russia. Thank you.
All right, guys. So, once again, that's the update on that. I know you guys wanted to hear about what was going on her, but she pleaded guilty, guys. So she's going to have to go through. She can get up to 10 years, too. And then it says, on Thursday, however, Russia's deputy foreign minister. Here, let me put her picture up so you guys know what I'm talking about. There we go. All right. And it says, on Thursday, however, Russia's deputy foreign minister suggested that it's difficult to exchange prisoners with the U.S. In comments reported by Reuters. It says, referring to the letter that Biden intended to send Grineer, it says he said that hype around the case does not help and that this kind of correspondence does not help. It says Russia has said that there will not be a political prisoner swap until after the verdict has been reached. So I guess they have one of, well, I don't know, maybe we have a Russian prison or something that they want to swap, right? All right, so this one was interesting. You guys showed me, and I want you to be active with this. All right, so I want you guys to look as I am reading this article. I want you guys to be looking as I'm reading this article, and I want to know if you guys heard about this too. This was suggested. Let me get this up. Where is it? So my question to you guys. So this is Vanity reported this, and who else? Black Enterprise, another magazine reported this. So we're going to read through this and see. I'm going to have you guys do an active search right now, and we're going to see if this is true, because you guys have talked about this before and you wanted me to bring this up. So here we go. There we go. Oopsie. Crap. Sorry guys, 1 second. Share screen, and make sure I have the audio. Once again, guys, hit that thumbs up on your way in. Here we go. All right, guys. So have you guys heard this too? I guess this was all on the Twitterations and those things you guys love to watch, right? All right, here we go. So this is what it said. It says all traces of the Wendy Williams show, including social media accounts and websites, have been deleted. Have you guys heard about this? It says it's deleted everywhere. Now, I don't really check up on her. I don't look it up. Only if you guys ask me to talk about a topic or whatever. But apparently, guys, they said all her information has been deleted. All accounts, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. So I want you guys to actively open another screen, leave this open, and look, Google if you can get her show episodes, because they said, guys, you cannot reach them anymore. All right, so it says Wendy Williams show, official YouTube channel, website seemingly deleted after series conclusion. So it says official internet presence of the Wendy Williams show seems to be no more. So open another screen, guys, and look for me. Let me know if you can search her name and can you get any of her episodes, because this is what is being alleged, right? That nobody can find it. And I want you guys to be active participants as you would be in my classroom. So look it up as I'm reading this article. Right? So it says official internet presence of the Wendy Williams show seems to be no more. The series YouTube channel, as well as official website for Wendy Williams Productions and the programs, are no longer accessible. So my question is, if we're looking at this and we're posed on the psychology part of this, and if you think about like how this literally is a catch-22, how somebody that focused their whole life on, you know, talking about other people, the downfalls of other people, you know, when they're at their worst, and then something like this. I wonder what the Finesse fam feels. Is this just like, you know, a catch-22, something that this person, like, the just desserts, right? Or what do you guys think about that? Because it's so ironic how you know, the tables turn, huh? So it says, searches for the channel through YouTube and various search engines yield no results, potentially making hundreds of hours of clips and features from the series unavailable to view. It says, meanwhile, .com domains such as Wendy Williams Productions and Wendy Show, which have previously hosted official resources of the company's talk show, respectively, no longer direct to their previous pages. So guys, check right now. Open another screen. Type it in, Wendy Williams Show, and see if you can see any episodes. It says Wendy Williams Productions is listed as available under a GoDaddy auction. Really? While the Wendy Williams Show pulls up DNS error. It says this comes 2 weeks after the Wendy Williams Show aired the final episode of its 13th season. And it says, if you didn't know, Wendy Williams had left for health-related reasons. And it says, Wendy Williams' absence this season has remained somewhat of a mystery to her devoted fans. It says, since the talk show's conclusion, Williams has appeared in a video interview with TMZ to discuss her health and her ambitions to enter the podcast industry. So I guess she wants to go back to, like, podcasting and radio and all those things, right? And did you guys see that video? It was so sad. I remember, I don't know if my husband showed me that or we were talking and we seen it, but the last video I seen of her picture, she was showing her feet. Did you guys see that? Because I believe she has Crohn's allegedly. Let me know in the chat. I don't remember what she has. I thought it was Crohn's or thyroid something. She has something and it makes her swell up, but her feet were huge and I just felt really bad because I know she's super tall. And another thing, you got to make sure your health is good. You got to take care of your body, guys. You definitely got to take care of yourself. Let's see. Just wanted to check in, Miss B. I appreciate you being here, Adrian. You always are supporting. So shout out to you. All right. So let's see. It says Dermar, Mercury, and Williams publicists were not immediately available to comment regarding the diminished internet presence. Guys, look it up. See if you can find it. I know some of you said you couldn't, but once again, they said, oh, that was OG that said that. OG says, she says, yes, I heard about that. Okay, somebody else has heard about it. Okay, cool. It says, other than her health, she could have continued to keep doing it as long as she wanted. She was still getting, and when I'm talking about Wendy Williams. She was still getting a rating, and she has a diehard audience that turned into a profitable show, says Marcus. And this guy is a co-president of the company that I guess runs the show. It says, we were protecting the business while we waited for her. And it says, at some point we had to say, we have a business to run and she's not here. It's a hard call. All right. So they said they had to let it go. Now let's see what Black Entertainment was saying. So sorry guys. What I was reading was from Vanity. And let's look at Black Entertainment. Okay, let's see. They said, looks like they said a little bit of the same thing, guys. Yep, fans from around the globe. Okay, so here's what some people were saying that were tweeting on Twitter about it. I think a lot of people from what I read, guys, were kind of frustrated. So this person named Kat, she says, taking down the Wendy Williams Show's YouTube channel is so disrespectful to her legacy and removes a massive stream of monetization for Wendy that she deserves. I want to know if you guys agree or disagree with these tweets. Asante says, I really feel some type of way that Wendy Williams' YouTube channel is gone. It says, Becca says they're trying to erase Wendy Williams' legacy right in front of our eyes. They know her YouTube channel is our last memory of her iconic talk show. There's no good reason for her to delete her channel. And this guy, he says, The show YouTube channel being deleted on the 4th is almost fitting. It's the last straw of the current downfall of America. I'm in shambles. These people are livid too. And here's some more tweets about it, guys. Somebody says, wait, so they canceled her show, claimed she was too sick to continue working. Now all of her past shows have been deleted from YouTube. Who did Wendy Williams piss off? He's so ignorant. Says they have erased Wendy Williams from YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I really don't know why they would do something like that. But once again, bringing it to you guys. You asked me to discuss that. Yeah, it says her entire YouTube channel is gone. Yep. All right. Let's go to the next topic you guys wanted to discuss. So this one is relative to the poll question. All right, let's see. All right, let me bring this one up. Share screen. All right, guys, so my question, I was talking about this Great Resignation. You guys know I always am talking about this as far as how we're moving forward, how people are feeling, especially in their jobs. They're feeling disrespected. They're feeling like they don't want to waste another minute at a job that they hate or don't like. So my question I asked you guys is, would you quit a job without a plan because you were tired? It looks like most of you are saying you wouldn't. Let me get the poll question up. Okay. All right. So once again, guys, it says fighting the Great Resignation means giving your non-office workers more than just a raise. So, and what was interesting to me, guys, is they had a poll going between countries. So I want to get to that information. So basically this part, guys, it says despite more and more warning signs of a recession, the Great Resignation keeps charging onward, even with increased inflation impacting the cost of living. You guys know I talk about this all the time, about this inflation, about the price of things every week. If you go on grocery shopping, the price of things cost more. Different perishable things are costing more, and you just have to be ready and prepared for this. Don't be naive, guys, to what's going on. Please make sure you and your family are prepared. It says workers keep handing in their 2 weeks notice, but it's not just salary that's driving employees out the door. Boston Consulting Group global study, it says more than 7,000 deskless workers or employees who operate a non-office setting found that as many as almost 40%, since 37 were looking to quit within the next 6 months. So almost 40% of these people out of the 7,000 said they are looking to quit their job within the next 6 months. Ergo, that was my question to you guys. If you were just sick of the job, it was overwhelming, would you quit without a plan? So it says the Great Resignation has often been viewed through the lens of a white-collar worker. And here's some statistics. It says about 75 to 80% of the workforce consists of employees who don't work in an office. Did you guys know that? I did not know that. I had no clue. It says, yeah, about 75 to 80% of the workforce consists of employees who don't work in an office to do their jobs and never had the option of working remotely, according to the Boston Consulting Group. I did not know that. That's interesting information to me. All right. So let's see. OG says Wendy should get on a streaming platform like Roku or Tubi. Yeah, that, or also what are all those other channels that they do? I'm pretty sure, to me, like a We would want, Wendy maybe to follow her around We or E Entertainment. What's it called? E Entertainment, something like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody's going to pick her up, right? Because she still has a hardcore audience. We all know that. Let's see. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. It says this group of deskless workers, it says they're employed in healthcare, construction, or retail, and are not typically afforded the flexibility. And it says the main thing on these workers' mind, when leaving is what's the best for their future careers. So that's super interesting that people now are not really looking as far as they have to keep a job for job security. They're looking at what's really going to elevate them in their future. It says around 41% of desk workers reported that a lack of advancement opportunity was a top reason they would consider quitting, right? So that's almost half. People are considering quitting because they know there's a ceiling to their job. I think that's good. I think that's great to be cognizant and aware and to see that you're not going to go anywhere, that there's like a ceiling. So yeah, it's your life. You got the right to be paying attention to that. So I think that's a good reason. It says pay remained important. It says 30%, as flexibility 28%, but also factoring in was a lack of work-life balance, 22%, and simply not finding their role enjoyable. All right, so that's what most people were saying out of those surveys. So this is what was interesting to me right here. It says across all 7 nations surveyed: Australia, France, Germany, India, Japan, the UK, and the US. So out of all those 7 nations, says the youngest deskless employees were on average more likely to leave their job. It says they were more likely to leave their jobs than their older peers. So it says the younger people, so I guess that would be millennials on down, they are more likely to leave their jobs than their older peers. It says a little under half of Gen Z workers, 48%, I believe Gen Z is right below millennial, I think, were at risk of quitting their jobs in the next 6 months. So people are about to quit in the next 6 months through this study, which was double the number of baby boomers. And baby boomers are 2 levels above millennials, I believe. Let's see. OG says, I will quit a job I hate in a heartbeat. Yeah, these people are not playing now. And it's going to beg to differ what, future people, the employers that are trying to hire people, what they're going to have to offer more things, and they're going to have to create this life work balance, because a lot of people are quitting. They don't care. It says this past April, 4.4 million workers left their job. 4.4 million, guys. And there are more resignations likely to come, it's saying. This was from the Global Workforce Hopes and Fears. That was a separate survey done in 2022, right? It said pay certainly matters to these surveys. And it says, although fair compensation was extremely or very important, 71% said there are other factors that played a role in this. And I don't think a lot of people think about this as far as like if you have a business or you're business minded. But a lot of times I don't think people realize, like, okay, if everybody did get paid like a certain amount and it's a right thing to do, many companies aren't going to make money. So they're not going to try to pay people fair wages, and they're not going to make everybody's pay equal just because they're going to lose money in the end, especially on the back end. So a lot of people want it, but the reality of it, and a lot of people don't want to hear that, is it's just not going to happen widespread, because then companies would not be making that profit, right? It says feeling value made a difference. So this is important for this generation of workers, guys. They said that they want to feel valued. It says many respondents listed the importance of job fulfillment, 69% being one's true self in the workplace. So not having to put on a work face and be fake. 66% of those 7,000 people said that is what's important to them. And it says, and feeling like their team respected them. So it's really more so being in essence somebody that is respected and kind of loved in that environment and appreciated. I think more people are looking for appreciation, and they're gonna hit the road if you don't give it to them. And I think that going back generations, you didn't have the choice to do that because you had to take care of your family, but there's so many different options now. People are just not having it, right? It says across sectors that use desk and don't, salary is not enough to keep workers on board. People want to feel valued, like I said, valued. They want to have flexibility and simply find their work enjoyable. That is what they are saying, guys. All right. So once again, that is fighting the Great Resignation, and they're talking about the non-office workers. They're working more. They're looking for more than just a raise, and they're just tired of it, right? So people, you're going to see that people just leaving jobs. Yeah, Big Ben. There's more options now, and especially being able to work. Most of these jobs, a lot of them are changing to being virtual or being not in the office. So, people. I think a lot of people would rather not have, guys, than work somewhere and be miserable, or work somewhere and deal with stress and deal with not having how did they word it? I mean, this was worded great to me. Right here where they said they feel valued, have flexibility, and simply find their work enjoyable. And I think even working at a McDonald's or a place like that, you can make your worker feel valued, have flexibility, and simply find their work enjoyable. I mean, hey, we just did a live stream on that last week about the viral Burger King employee. He felt valued where he was at. His job was flexible to him, and he found it enjoyable. Ergo, he stayed there almost 30 years, right? So we know this is possible, right? OG Patrice says, Miss B Finesse, when I worked in the gaming industry, 40,000 employees lost their jobs during C-19. Wow. More than half didn't return. Yeah. And that's what we're finding, OG. That's why I definitely want to do these different type of stories, because I think a lot of people are kind of just in their own world, just jaded, or they just, they just only know about what's going on with them. And like I said, guys, this will be a game changer, right? Because when people are fed up, or they say they're not going to take it and they don't want to go through certain things, then you're going to see, right, the quality of workers. Will people be looking for a good quality worker, or will they just fill a space? And I think that's what they're doing a lot now. They're just trying to fill spaces, and you're not getting the quality of the worker. Ergo, the value of the product will go down, right? So it's always interesting. You guys know I always try to mesh in something dealing with what's trending, what's going on, educate you guys on that, educate you on what's going on as far as the nation with wealth and work, and also educate you guys on things going on with even health, and just things to keep your mental and your mindset going, to encourage you, and just to make you aware too, guys. These are the topics and conversations we need to talk about. Hey, we got you Ghost in the building, but he's back as always. Hey, Trash Can, appreciate you. Hopefully you're having a great day. He says, salute Miss B Finesse. All right. And Trash Can answering the question that I asked earlier. He says, don't quit a job till you got a job, right? Don't quit a job till you got a job. So Trash Can, if you're just getting in, what we're talking about is fighting the Great Resignation, right? And basically, Trash Can Ways, what they were saying, and anybody else just coming in, make sure you hit the thumbs up. But this whole conversation with people having all these options and that mindset, do you guys think it's wrong for people to get, if they don't feel valued and they don't feel enjoyable at their job, and they don't feel like they're needed in a sense, do you think that is a good enough reason to quit a job? Or do you think that just as times of old, that listen, you got something, you just better stay there and deal with it? Because this generation of people, millennials going on down, they're not having it. They are not having it, and they are quitting in mass groups, guys. They are quitting these jobs. And so I'm just wondering what you guys feel about that. Does that bother you? Do you think they're being self-righteous? Do you think people have the right to be somewhere where they feel valued and enjoyed and respected? I mean, what do you guys think? That's why we had these conversations, for you guys to talk here, say your perspective on it, and then take this out into your world with your family, your people, your environment. Have these conversations. Educate you guys on this super interesting conversation, right, guys? And this one, for my techie people, you guys know I like to bring some technology into the conversations too. This one, I know you guys would love hearing about this, and I know you guys are going to take this conversation and talk amongst your families about this and friends. Let me get this one up, guys. And you guys know we always talk about augmented reality, virtual reality, all kind of things in that nature. But look at this, guys. I mean, when I seen this, I was like, listen, let me tell you something about me though, guys. I'm always aware, and there's a thumbnail. I'm always aware and cognizant, because I'm very much so astute. I like to read about things, guys. I like to, even topics that I probably, you would think I wouldn't care about or want to know about. I don't care. Like, I'm not one that's like jaded on, I only want to know what I know, and I only want to be around people that talk like me and like the stuff I like. I'm not that. I like learning, and I feel like the spice of life, or the awesomeness of living, is to get to experience different things, experience different people, even people you don't like, customs you don't like, ideals you don't like, just to even know about it and understand why they do what they do. Sometimes, guys, a lot of times things you don't like, or you hate, or you feel like people you hate, or whatever, it's just you just don't understand why they do what they do. And a lot of times, if you get understanding, like you guys already know, that mindful mindset, you just trying to get understanding about something. You still don't got to agree with it, but you just want some understanding. Trash can says they're entitled as a smooth somewhere. All right, trash can says they're entitled. Let me get that up. Let's see what trash can says. He says, yep, they're entitled. They need to move somewhere. Yep. And that's why I love you guys. I have so many different perspectives about this stuff. It's hilarious. All right, guys. So here we go. The huge milestone as human subjects wearing augmented reality contact lenses for the first time. Now, did you guys think this was really going to happen already? Augmented reality contact lenses, guys. Augmented reality contact lenses. This thing right here, like I said, I mean, I already know, guys. I don't know if you guys have even noticed it too. All like the movies that we watch, like me and my husband watch, or TV shows. If you guys are really paying attention, a lot of this stuff you're seeing, like the driverless cars already. Where I don't know what brand, I don't know if it's Tesla or not, but the cars I keep seeing are the ones where it looks like. And let me know, Finesse fam, if you've seen these cars too in these movies, on HBO or Amazon Prime or all these other channels, and even the big movies that are on the big screen. But I keep seeing this car, and the doors to the car are clear, and the seats in the car, like when I say clear, you could see through the doors in the car. Is what I'm saying, right? And then the seats, it looks like it's like 4 seats on the side, which is the long, and then 2 in the front, which would be the front and the back of the car, right? And it's like sitting in like a half circle moon. And I'm seeing that car in so many different TV shows and stuff. So I'm just wondering what is going on. Big Ben. He's like, yeah, what's going on? This is crazy. So let me educate you guys. You know how I do. I try to give you guys a seed and let you guys go ahead and catch on and digest what you need to digest about it. But this thing is interesting, guys, because first off, let me see, what do you guys think would be the purpose? Why would any of you want this augmented reality contact lens? I wonder if any of you would want it, and why. What is the reason, Finesse fam, for this? I want to know what you guys think first as I'm perusing over this article, because this right here, it says for the first time an AR contact lens was worn on the eye of a human. So this is the first time, because you guys know, okay, what movie is that? Oh, I can't remember what movie that was, but I don't know if you guys remember it. I think this might have been a Prime movie, or this might have been a show on Amazon Prime. I don't remember, but I remember watching the show, and this guy had this contact in his eye, and he was controlled by somebody, right? And the whole time in his eye, it was like a computer, and it would tell him like who to search off, to knock off, or delete, right? And so like it would wake him up. So somehow it was embedded. I think it was embedded on his eye as a contact lens or whatever. But it like would wake him up. It would control him, like, but it was in his eye. It was crazy. So it says for the first time, an AR contact lens was worn on the eye of a human subject, and it has about 30 times the pixel density of an iPhone. 30 times the pixel density of an iPhone. Look at that, guys. Let's get into this, all right? Since for the very first time, an augmented reality AR contact lens was worn on the eye of a human subject. AR contact lenses pose widely difficult engineering challenges, right? Says the biggest of which is finding a way to provide these tiny devices with power. Think about that, guys. Okay, if you got a contact lens in your eye, how do you power it? How do you charge it? How do you do that and put it on something as sensitive and delicate as the eyeball? So that was one of the questions or things that challenges they had. And then it says a company called Mojo Vision has done that. It says one day we will look back at the years when people walk down the street next bent staring down at little screens in their hands as an absurdity primitive way to interact with information. They said it's primitive, guys. Primitive. So think about it. It's so weird to me too. I hate when I see that. People, they're in their cars on their phone. They're walking down the street. You guys seen the reports. People getting hit by cars because they're not looking up when they're walking. They're looking down. And you guys know just the gravity of that just now, basics with cell phones and devices and what do they call it? Tablets. People aren't even looking up. And it's crazy when you think about it. When you walking around, you better be trying to look up and see who's around you. Right? But people aren't even looking up. It's crazy. So let's get into this. Trash can waves. He says, hell no, I don't want to be plugged into the matrix. He says, yeah, they paralyzed dude. Yeah, I mean, it's like the people are not even paying attention when they're walking. And then think about it. You raise a whole generation that's just used to that. That's their normal, right? Oh, Chief of Trees. She says, ain't no way in my Aretha Franklin singing voice. Let me get into it, because you guys, I'm going to let you know the reality of this. Let me read it so you guys can see what's going on. All right? It says 3 decades ago, the first group of human subjects interacted with a mixed reality of real and virtual objects. So they started this 30 years ago, right? He said they did this by climbing into an upper body exoskeleton, pressing their face against a vision system hanging from the ceiling, and manually performing tasks that required them to engage in both physical and simulated objects. All right. It says they were testing a prototype augmented reality system at Air Force Research Laboratory. So I can understand them doing this like military and things of that nature, right, guys? But I don't know if this is something where this is top secret or this is something that they're trying to put that out in, for consumerism. All right, so let's see. It says the hardware filled half a room and cost nearly $1 million. This was the old stuff, right? It says now showing the first time the AR could boost human performance, right? And real world tasks. Okay, so they're looking for something now, guys, that will help enhance your performance, boost it. You guys already know as far as using different testing out different things with the military, they already do that type of stuff, because I guess they want a super soldier or whatever. So this might be like kind of a tiny step in that way. It says last week an important new milestone was achieved. It says in the field of AR, and it highlights how far technology has come over 30 years. It says the first authentic test of an augmented reality contact lens. Now, what's trippy to me, guys, is I would just assume that they've been doing this anyways, right? But literally, they're saying this is the first test. And I don't know, do you guys believe that? Let me know, Finesse fam. Do you guys really think literally this is the first test for augmented reality, dealing with eyes and how to functioning? I don't know. I don't think so. I think when I see it in the Flintstones and when I see it in these old TV shows and stuff, I think they've been testing on this type of stuff. It's just now they're allowing you to kind of see it, right? All right, let's see. It says it was conducted in a research lab at Mojo Vision in Saratoga, California. It says it wasn't a crude bench test of oversized hardware. So basically, guys, they're saying this was not just some prototype. This is a genuine AR contact lens worn directly on the human eye on a human subject for the first time. So this wasn't a prototype. This was a real deal. Let's see what they're saying. It says wildly difficult engineering challenge. Think about that, guys. You know how sensitive your skin, first off. We know how sensitive our skin is. But think about how sensitive your eye is. And then you're putting a device on the eye. Those of us that have wore contact lenses and things of that nature, we know, after you put the contact in, you're kind of used to it. But now you actually have a device in your eye. What if it goes bad? What if it shorts? What if, I don't know, what if it fragments or gets too hot, like a cell phone or something? Like, and it's in your eyeball. You can't reverse that. It's crazy when you think about that. Oh, thank you, Big Ben, for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Big Ben says, I'm not putting that Big Ben says, I'm not putting that crap in my eyes. And other than the cruise control, ain't no car driving me either. I don't get it, Big Ben. I really don't know why somebody would want a device to drive you. Now, me and my husband had this discussion. Shout out to my husband. But the only way I could see somebody getting a driverless car is maybe a person that's physically impaired or maybe mentally impaired or something in that sense where they, it would be good to have something, controlling or driving them safely to get from A to B. But a regular person that's got all their dexterities and stuff, I can't explain it, Big Ben. I can get the allure of it because it's something new now, so everybody wants it. But you guys ain't heard about all the alleged car accidents and stuff, and all the millions and millions that Musk is paying out for all these car accidents for people in these cars, because the cars just took over, right? So it says, so let me update you guys on this, because this is super interesting. And to me, when I read this article, the idea of the engineering feat is very impressive, because to get something as delicate as the eye and be able to put something in there that does not get infected, maybe, or get affect the eyeball, or in that sense, is pretty amazing. It says building a wearable augmented reality contact lens is a widely difficult engineering challenge. When I say this, people actually ask about the display technology. All right. So it says ability to put a high resolution display on a tiny transparent lens is difficult, but it's not the most challenging piece of the puzzle. So this is what makes it challenging, guys. It says the harder issue is this tiny lens. It says which needs to sit comfortably on the human eyeball. And it has to communicate wirelessly. Think about that. Because if it's something to help you function in your daily life, it's got to wirelessly connect with an external device and be fully powered without a physical tether of any kind. It's really, really interesting when you think about that, guys. It says this is a daunting task, and yet it's what Mojo Vision has achieved in their latest demonstration. So let's talk about what it does. It says AR contact lenses are the future. So listen, this is you guys' reality. So you're not about to get away from this. And you guys know already, people love this type of stuff. People love anything enhanced, just like kind of like the iPhones, and things of that nature, anything new. You guys know that people are going to be on this like white on rice, right? They're going to be on this. And it's going to be something that it's going to be hard to stop. You know, when people see new technology, new things, most of us will process this and be like, I'm good. I'll pick up my pencil myself, or I'll turn the channel myself, or I'll drive myself. But you know, most people, they want to be on the edge and cusp of this, right? It says these lenses. So the lens inside this, and these are for my techie people, all those IT techie people and engineers. It says the lens includes an ARM processor with a 5 gigahertz radio transmitter, along with a accelerometer, a gyroscope, and a magnometer to track eye movements. That is so neat. And all of this sits directly on the human eye. All right. It says, and shout out to Peter the Investor. He was here when I had the first struggle stream, and I had to recreate the stream. Shout out to you, Peter the Investor. And thank you for being a channel member. And guys, if you haven't considered it, consider joining the channel. It's cheaper than something on the value menu at your favorite eating place, a fast food place, and it helps support the channel. So shout out Peter Investor M. Thank you for being here on that first stream, and consider joining the channel, guys, while you're here. Okay, so it says AR contact lenses are the future. It says still many years of development will be required to get from today's prototype to mass market consumer products that bring immersive AR capabilities to people around the world. It says, I predict that AR eyewear, first as glasses, then as contacts, will eventually replace the mobile phone. Ooh, what do you guys think about that? They said that they think this will replace the mobile. Oh, Peter, you're here. Okay. I didn't know if you were here or not, Peter. Thank you for supporting and being here, and being thorough. You came back to the stream. I didn't know if you were still here, because I was having all those issues earlier. But it's technology, guys, and let me tell you something. Sidebar. Sometimes you can do what you can do. I'm not one of those people that get all pent up if my mic's not working or my camera. You know, if it's going to deter the stream, I'm just going to stop it. But you guys know, I don't think I've ever stopped a stream before. I've just kind of figured it out, smiled, kept going, and you guys are always there to support me. But yeah, it was really frustrating. I was talking, guys. I had started the stream, and my mic was not connected, the HCM or whatever. I don't know what happened, but I had to sidebar about 5 to 10 minutes, reconnect everything, make sure, and then I re-up the stream again. So shout out to Peter Investor M. He was there with me, and everybody else that was there. Sorry if you were there and I didn't shout y'all, but yes, I tried to just do it with a smile on my face because I really was frustrated. I really was frustrated. Thank you, Peter, the investor, for supporting. He says, as always will support. And OG says, salute to you, Peter. But yeah, guys, sometimes I told my son, I was telling him what happened. I said, you know what? Sometimes when you get lemons in life, you got to take it and make some lemonade. And I could have been frustrated and said, forget it. I'm just not streaming. Because I got family in town anyway. So I could have been like, I'm just going to chill with them. I'm not even going to do my stream this week or whatever. But I didn't give up. And I hopefully that helped some of you. Hopefully that little sidebar conversation helped some of you, because just don't give up. Even when it looks like you're embarrassed, even when you're in front of everybody and everything is exposed in front of everybody, your inconsistencies, your flaws, just don't give up. That's just a little sidebar that came. Don't give up, guys, because like I said, it's very frustrating, especially when you're in front of people on this platform and they can see everything, all your inconsistencies and everything. I just kind of had a smile on my face the whole time. And like I said, shout out to Peter, Investor M. He was there with me, and my husband and a couple other people were there. But it was like the first couple minutes of the stream. But yeah, guys, just don't give up. Even when it like it looks like you're vulnerable and you're exposed, and other people can take what they seen and just kind of throw it in your face or make you feel bad, or even let's say you got conned by somebody or hooked and crooked, or just they try to take advantage of you. Don't take that thing and make your day twisted, or even make it change your mindset. Because guess what? It's ignorant, demon, evil people everywhere, and some people are just hurt. To be honest, guys, sometimes people are just hurt. They're not really bad people per se. They just been hurt, and you guys know the saying: hurt people. So don't get so frustrated with the person. Focus on their action. Don't. What is it saying? Throw the baby out with milk, or take the meat and throw the bones out, or whatever. But yeah, don't do that. Don't let somebody change your perception, your perspective, and your mindset just because they're ignorant and they made a bad choice. Because there are going to be so many people in this world that do that to you. But I hope that encouraged somebody, because I know some of you have just been through some stuff. And sometimes you just need to be encouraged. And even in the midst of you bearing it all, understand and know that so what, you bared it all. You got to get up another day and go through it again. And sometimes your challenges are trials that are just going to catapult you. So don't be frustrated on the negative things. Sorry, that's the sidebar. Freestyle Finesse Friday, little extra tidbit I gave you guys. But yeah. Thank you, Peter, for the super chat. I appreciate that. And I just appreciate you guys' support. You guys always support, and I really do appreciate that. Don't throw the baby out. Yeah. I think a lot of times, guys, it's frustrating, because guess what? To be honest, you guys know I'm honest. People are frustrating, and people sometimes most of you guys have big hearts, and you lead with your heart a lot of times, and I don't think anything's wrong with that, because the Most High made you to be that way, right? He made you to be giving, and a lot of us are just blessed to be a blessing, right? We can give, we can share, we can give our time, we can give our wisdom, we can give monetarily, so we do it, right? And don't get caught up if somebody tried to swindle you or get over on you, or just even trying to make you feel depressed and sad because they depressed and sad, right? Just love from a distance, get away from them, and keep moving, because like I said, I really do believe, for the most part, most people want to be good and do right. It's such a heaviness in this world, a society of the negativity and the negative things, the negative light. You can't just kind of be your natural self and be edified. You got to be half naked. You got to talk like you ain't got no sense. You got to be flossing and shining and blinging. You got to have 1 million subscribers. It's just the vanity bullcrap stuff. It don't really matter. You guys know how I am. I'm not tripping on that. All I want to do is encourage and inspire you guys, educate you a little bit on different topics maybe you might not have talked about, maybe you didn't know about, and just keep you encouraged to move forward, and inspire that ideal of I can be my best person. You guys know Finesse. It's an acronym. Faithfully innovate. Innovate means you are stepping out, trying things that most average people won't. Being inspiring, being naturally effective. That means don't try to be nobody but yourself. Be naturally yourself, and if they don't like it, guess what? They weren't meant to be around you. Be yourself. And then seek success every day. And once again, on that last report we did, guys, when we were talking about the Great Resignation, I think a lot of people just really want to be naturally effective. They just want to walk in their own shoes and be themselves, but you cannot do that, especially in many work environments. So, Peter Investor, he says organic growth, it is, and it's so cool. Like, I love this, even though I'm pretty much new to YouTube. Not even a year yet, guys, but just like, even if it was just 10 of you, even if it was 10 of you, you guys are so like consistent, and you're so you're just so consistent, and it's captivating how the Finesse fam is. Even though, and I can admit it, and I know, because I've talked to many of you, you sent me messages, I know a lot of you don't like each other. Some of you done fell out with each other, but you guys still come here and you honor this channel, you honor me, and you support me still. You still encourage and inspire, and I just want to give a shout out to that, because I know a lot of you you don't talk to each other, you don't like each other. You know, some people that come here, you know, you have issues with each other, but it's so awesome that you guys can still be part of the conversation, give me, you know, the shout outs, the respects, the edification, you know, the you know, you're doing great, we appreciate you. And so that's a testament to, you know, the culture that's here. So I do want to thank you guys for that. Peter Investor M says the devil is busy when you're on the right path. Yeah, and that's why a lot of times people don't really realize, they think it's better to follow the crowd, or go where the people are, go where the likes are, go where the subscribers are. And a lot of times, guys, you want to really build your own foundation, so you don't have to feel like you are trying to bring people, or trying to get people to like you, or trying to say what everybody wants to hear. That's one thing I'm not doing. And it's sad, because I see a lot of people there, they're not their true self. They're doing and saying what they have to do to get people to stay watching them, to get the likes, the clicks. And it's not just YouTube, it's in real life. And it's sad to me, because guess what? You only can live your real truth in reality, right? You only can authenticate that, and you only can move forward that way. So it's just tough when you're not walking in your true self, because you are internally miserable, and it eats you up inside if you could be honest with yourself. It's really eating you up inside, and I can't function like that, guys. You see me smiling all the time. The reason why is because I'm honest. I'm honest with my walk. I'm honest with myself. I'm honest with my husband, my family. Like, I'm just honest. And I've learned over the years how to be tactful. Because I used to be just straight up in your face. Like, I don't like something about you, I'm going to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I was quite rude, but I was very, right? But I've learned how to be able to say things, be very tactful about what I'm saying, but still be able to give it with sugar instead of salt, you know, because everybody's not the same. Some people are very kind of blunt, and they can take it the way it is, but some people aren't, right? So sometimes you have to be able to maneuver in life that way with people, and love people enough to meet them on their level, right? So yeah, that's interesting. You guys got me on a whole side tangent about that. Let me finish this article up, guys, and then we will call it a day. Let's see. It says AR contact lenses are the future. So if you're just getting in, shout out to you. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, and make sure that you guys are sharing, because sharing is caring. And when we finish, even now, guys, open it up another screen. Just comment. I love reading the comments. It helps in the algorithm, because we're such a new channel. Make sure you are commenting. Go back. That is your homework this weekend. And comment on all the other streams that you watched. Right? Even if it was back a while back, right? Go back and comment what you liked, what you agreed with, what was interesting. It's so awesome to read your comments, guys. Go back and comment. All right. So here we go. It says, and comments are free. Likes are free. It says AR contact lenses are the future. It says still many years of development are required to get from today's prototype to mass production. But it says consumer products that bring immersive AR capabilities to people around the world. Their prediction is that these glasses and these contacts will be replace the mobile phone. That is all right. So it says I believe, this guy who wrote this, he says he believes reality will completely bring our relationship with information, transform digital content from discrete artifacts we selectively access to seamless features in our physical world. All right. It says a few years ago, I wrote a futuristic piece entitled Metaverse 2023. That was this author wrote this, and he says that portrayed what life would be like when AR contacts become commonplace. So this guy was already ahead of his game. He already knew to write about this stuff, right? He says, it says a world where mainstream consumers get fitted for new contacts whenever they sign up for a mobile subscription. Oh, that's doing a lot. That's touching your eyeball too many times. So this is when he wrote this. He wrote a futuristic article, right, guys? And in his article, he portrayed the world where he says consumers will get fitted with new contacts whenever they sign up for a mobile subscription. He says when that day comes, we will look back at the years when people walk down the street, bent necks, staring down at screens absurdly in a primitive way to interact with information. He says, will this happen in the next decade? Only time will tell. But the achievement from Mojo Vision takes us a larger step closer. Apple is, yeah. I mean, and guys, let's break down all the Vision glasses. Let me see how well versed you guys are in your technology nowadays. Name in the chat the Vision glasses already. I know 2 so far. So we got Peter Investor. He says Apple's already working on it. Does anybody else know any of the companies that already have these AR wear or virtual glasses that you can wear just regular now? Anybody? Let's see if you guys know that before we head on out. What are the names of the companies that have these virtual glasses, guys? That is so weird. Guys, can one of you guys tell me what's the percentages on the polls? It's not letting me get to see the poll. Anybody else know one? Well, we know what. Like I said, Peter said Apple. I believe Amazon has some glasses. Because who was that came on the show talking about it? I forget her name. I think Amazon has glasses too. But yeah, guys, there's so much, so much. But once again, guys, we hit it. We talked about Brittany Griner. If you didn't know, guys, she was that lady I spoke on, a tall WNBA player that's been held in Russia. Basically, guys, she pled guilty to having illegal contraband, which was cannabis on her. It was oil cannabis, right? So we talked about her updates. We also did a test to see as this is what was trending in news. You guys wanted to talk about Wendy Williams. Basically, all her episodes, guys, seemingly have been deleted from social media. So they said her Instagram page, her Facebook page deleted, her YouTube channel deleted with all the episodes, and a lot of people frustrated because they couldn't go back. So we talked about that. What you guys thought about that? We also talked about the Great Resignation, what people really want now in jobs. A lot of you were on both sides of it. A lot of you were like, listen, you need to go get a job, you need to work, stop being so caught up on yourself. And many of you agreed. I will quit a job if I did not get treated correctly, right? Thank you, Big Ben, because for some reason, I don't know why I can't see the polls after you guys start putting it in. So Big Ben says 60% say yes, 40% say no for your poll. So my question was, would you quit a job without a backup plan because you were tired or wore out? And that poll question had to do with the article we talked about, the Great Resignation. And people literally leaving their jobs, especially the desk jobs, more often, or virtual jobs. People are leaving without a trace and giving their 2-week resignation. And more millennials and the generations after are giving up on that. They're not working for jobs that they don't feel comfortable at. Basically, I quote, this is Fortune magazine says, it says, across sectors that use desks and don't, so salary was not enough to keep workers on board. People want to feel valued. They want to have flexibility and simply find their work enjoyable. Those were the key things that people are saying. So we talked about that. Did you guys agree or disagree with that? And then last but not least, guys, we just talked about what's going on with our virtual reality and technology. You guys know I love hitting tech things every once in a while, and I try to do that at least once on each Freestyle Finesse Friday because it's important. You guys need to know what's going on in technology, right? So shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for all the likes, the shares. Go comment right now before we even close the stream, guys. Go comment what you learned, what you like, what you got educated on, what you disliked about what we discussed today. Let's see. Oh, that's on the other screen, guys. I'm sitting there shaking the mouse. I was on the other screen. Shout out to all the people that have super chatted today. You guys are awesome. Thanks, Big Ben, for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you, channel member Peter Investor M, for the super it looks like super sticker. Nothing, just showing love. I appreciate you for that. Thank you for those that have joined the channel member once again. If you have not, consider it. Shout out to Peter Investor for joining the channel. And guys, once again, we've hit it. The poll says 60% of you would quit a job without a backup plan because you were tired of it and wore out. And 40% of you said, nope, I'm not going to quit just because I'm tired and wore out. All right. So we hit it, guys. Once again, we have another Freestyle Finesse Friday. Make sure you guys comment on this. Comment. Make sure you guys hit that like button. So interesting, so cool. Any topics or any subjects that you guys want featured or you think are interesting, make sure you guys send them to me. And once again, guys, another Freestyle Finesse Friday. Hopefully you guys have learned something. Hopefully you got educated on something that was interesting to you. And once again, guys, if you're new to the channel, this is Mrs. B Finesse of Millennial Finesse Mindset, and we've done it again, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the support, and thank you for those that showed back up for this second stream because the first stream was a hot mess. Basically, guys, what happened was it's just no audio. My mic didn't, for some reason, it wasn't connecting and it hadn't picked up, but we got it working now. Simple fix, unplug and plug. And it works. All right, guys. So once again, guys, I really appreciate your support, your dexterity. I really appreciate your commitment to me, even when I'm having all these faux pas with the technology. I don't know if he's here, but shout out to Big Bad Bull because I know he's really consistent in watching my channel, and I know that he's let me know, like, I love listening to you, Mrs. B, but there was something I keep hearing. I hear this noise, and we got that fixed. So shout out to you guys. Oh, he is here. Hey, Big Bad Bull. Thank you for the super sticker. I really appreciate that. Thank you for your undivided support. You always are commenting. You always are referring me to other people. You always are suggesting people to come to this channel to watch. I really appreciate you. You are a channel member. So shout out to you for supporting the channel in every way, from the beginning to the end, up and down, all around. I really appreciate your thoroughness to the channel, Big Bad Bull. You're so awesome, and your integrity is awesome, so I appreciate that. Big Bad Bull says, Mrs. B Finesse, hey sis, I'm watching in the back while at work. And shout out to you guys that are at work. Shout out to the people that are at work that are sneaking watching while you're in the middle of your conferences or your phone calls, your Zoom calls. I appreciate you guys because I know a lot of you are at work at this time, but you still support, and you guys are awesome for it, and I appreciate you guys. And thank you guys so much. So shout out to the Finesse fam. As always, we are here. We are a conglomerate. We are growing. We're so strong. And like I said, guys, I'm really hoping you took something from this live stream, and it's something you could talk to your family about, talk with your kids about. A lot of times, guys, I really appreciate Freestyle Finesse Friday because I'm hoping with a lot of you guys that are parents, or even brothers and sisters, or aunts and uncles, godparents, a lot of these conversations, guys, your teenagers would love to talk about, even your younger kids. So take the Freestyle Finesse Fridays and go back and watch them with your kids. The topics, have conversations with the youth, the teenagers, the young adults, because a lot of these things are things they're talking about. They think it's interesting, and it'll bridge that gap between the generations, especially if you're having issues with your child or young adult, or even, your young child. Have these conversations with them. Watch it, stop it, talk about it, and just, keep doing that. And I'm telling you, because I've had a lot of Finesse family members tell me, I sit with my children, my teens, we watch this together, we talk about it, and they said it's really edifying. So try it, see if it works. Thank you, Big Bad Bull. All right, guys. So once again, we added again. Freestyle Finesse Friday in the bag. I appreciate you guys. Much love to you guys. Have the conversations. Keep faithfully innovating. Keep inspiring. Keep being naturally effective, and keep seeking success every day. Shout out to you, Finesse fam. Love ya. See you guys later. Adios. Don't forget to comment, guys.